Hey guys, Justin Thompson here at Smail Honda in Greensburg, PA, right here on Route 30. Here to take you on a ride along on the new 2018 Honda Odyssey EXL model. We got a redesign on the exterior and the interior of the vehicle as well. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the outside and then we'll take it for a spin. All right, new for the 2018 Odyssey. We have a new front grille. They did a little facelift on the vehicle since the last generation. Fog lamps on the vehicle. You have the LED headlamps as well. Aluminum alloy wheels. Now what's different with the 18 model, they have the track for the automatic doors up here by the window instead of actually on the side panel there. A lot of our customers appreciate that a little bit more. Makes the vehicle look a little more sporty. Got the LED tail lights as well with the Odyssey symbol there. Power tailgate as well on the EXL model. And just a nice sportier look than your older generations of the Odysseys. So they definitely did an upgrade here, and you do have the Smart Pass keyless entry system on the vehicle. On the EX model, the Touring, the Elite, even on the EX model below the EXL. All right, now let's get this thing on the road. So you do have the Smart Pass keyless entry system with the Honda Odyssey, the EX model in particular. You put your hand through the handle, it's going to unlock the door. Driver's side door is going to unlock first, everything else is going to stay locked, but you can have it programmed differently in the settings on the touchscreen here. As soon as you get in the vehicle, depress the brake on the floor, hit the start button, and we're ready to take her for a ride. You also do have a remote start system, standard with Honda Odyssey EXL model, power tailgate, and you have the automatic doors for both sides. So you have the 9-speed automatic transmission. The transmission is all on the push buttons here on the dash. You have your park, reverse, neutral, and then drive, and then S is a sport mode. Kind of changes the gearing a little bit to give you your sportier ride on the back roads. So all you do is hit the D button here, and we're in drive. It tells us on the dash, and we're ready to go. I do have somebody in my blind spot here. If I put my turn signal on, you hear that beep. So I'm actually not going to turn there because they are in my blind spot. So if somebody is in your blind spot on the left or the right hand side, it'll actually indicate like it did on the A column here. However, if you have your turn signal on and you have somebody in your blind spot, not only will it show you up here on the A pillar, it'll also beep inside of the cabin to let you know. Now the lane keep assist system, we're over 45 miles an hour right now. The dotted lines did turn solid, so it's ready to operate. If I start to drift into a lane, it'll actually vibrate the wheel like it is right now, and it'll actually pull me back into my lane. Okay, and I'm starting to drift. It just vibrated the wheel and pulled back into the lane. So with the adaptive cruise control, right here on the right-hand side, there's a little car icon with a couple dotted lines underneath. This is how you switch it from regular cruise to adaptive cruise. You just hold the button down for a few seconds. That is the regular old school cruise. And then if you hold it down again, the adaptive cruise mode is selected. The adaptive cruise control is default with all Honda products. All you do is hit the set button here, and I'm set at 51 miles an hour, and there's a car icon on there. It is actually mapping out the car that's in front of me right now. At any time, I can increase the intervals by 5 miles per hour if I just hold the button down. It brought me up to 65. So once I come up on a vehicle, it'll actually slow the vehicle down automatically without me doing anything. I don't know if you noticed right there, it was kind of tough to see because it just happened real quick. You'll see the car has a dotted line. If you ever see that, that's just indicating that the system is not recognizing the car in front of us. So anytime you see the solid car like it is right now, that's how you know the system's working. It's actually braking me right now. I'm not doing anything. And it's keeping a certain distance away from the car in front. Now you can change the sensitivity level by just tapping this button. Now the car is getting closer to us. The sensitivity level is less, so we'll actually get closer to a vehicle before it starts to slow down automatically for us. And I can feel the system speeding up and slowing down based on the vehicle in front of us, and that's the adaptive cruise control working. It's a great system. This van is a smooth ride. That's a great thing about the new Odyssey vans. They've always been a smooth ride, but with all the technology and everything, I really don't feel like I'm in a van right now, which is kind of neat. I know most families out there don't like the fact sometimes that their driving a van, but it's the most practical vehicle out there. It definitely has a lot of room for the kids and everything, and hauling your friends around as well. But this is such a sporty vehicle. I really don't feel like I'm in a van right now. I have a lot of electronics up here. Very fun to drive with the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I can hook my phone right up to the system, play my iTunes. Any of my supported applications that are on my phone will actually transpose up here onto the dash, onto the touchscreen. And then I can start using things like all my contacts. I can make phone calls, hands-free with the Bluetooth connections on the dash here. Also SMS text messaging as well. I have an Apple, so I use Siri sometimes, and you can long hold on the voice command button, bring up Siri, and you can actually text somebody that's one of your contacts as well. And that's a great thing nowadays. We have the ability to make outbound phone calls and receive inbound phone calls, but some people are still texting when they're on the road driving, which is definitely a dangerous thing to do. We don't want to do that. So this is a way to be able to text while you're driving with your hands on the wheel. The miles per gallon, 19 in the city, 28 on the highway, and then 22 miles per gallon combined for city and highway driving. So you're going to get good gas mileage on the van as well. A couple other things to mention. With the EXL model, you're going to have the power sunroof, one touch all the way back and one touch all the way forward. Also, you have a HomeLink system on the rearview mirror here. So if you're going to park the vehicle inside of the garage at home, you can set it up so you can get rid of the clicker. Now, for those of you who've seen my video on the CRV, the 2017 Honda CRV, they have what's called a hold brake button, a brake hold button. The Odyssey van also has that. So you have an electronic parking brake over here on the left side of the dash. You have a brake hold button. I actually just activated that. And what that will do is keep the vehicle from drifting forward and back. I actually have my foot off of the brake and I'm not moving. To take it off, you just hit the accelerator, but brake hold stays on all day so that when the vehicle comes to a complete stop again, it'll lock it in. That way you don't drift forward or back in traffic. Also, if you're on a hill and you're afraid of drifting in the car behind you, it will eliminate that as well. You have heated leather seats. So the heated seats are right here. They have 3 settings, high, medium, and low. You also have memory seats for the driver's side, position 1 and 2. Also on the key fob, they have driver 1 and 2 as well. So the vehicle actually knows which key fob is getting in the vehicle, and it will adjust the seats accordingly. Automatic headlamps, you can keep it on auto all the time. You don't have to worry about turning the headlamps off or on, chance draining the battery. This particular model does have the fog lamps as well, making it easy to see at night. Now, a few other models that we have on the Odyssey van are the Touring and Elite model. Also, the EX model has the option to have navigation and a rear entertainment system. When you add the rear entertainment system and the navigation, you're also going to pick up a couple cameras that will show up on the rear entertainment system that you can actually view on the touchscreen, and it will show you the occupants inside of the vehicle. So you can check on the kids, make sure they're behaving, as well as with the rear entertainment system, the headsets that they have, you'll be able to interrupt any audio that's going through the headsets and be able to say whatever you want through the headsets. So it'll actually interrupt whatever they're listening to, and you can let the kids know how close they're getting to wherever you're going. You always hear them say, are we there yet? Well, this is a way to let them know. In the back seats, you have the sun visor shades for the window. You just put that up. That way anybody in the back seat, if they're on a device or watching the rear entertainment system, it keeps the the light level down a little bit, make it easier to see. Now, within the different trim levels of the Odyssey, there's a bunch of different features that will become available. One in particular that I wanted to mention right here in the center console, this little rubber section here on the Elite model, which is the top model. If you have an Android phone, it's a wireless phone charger. You just set the phone in there and it will charge the phone up wirelessly. And we're going to demonstrate the backup camera here. So you have a few different camera angle views. The first one is a wide angle view, so you can see traffic coming from either side whenever you're backing up. The second is more of a straight on view. Whenever you go to actually make your park, you can kind of use the guidelines here with the parking lines and get a perfect parking. Oh, you'll just notice that it actually picked up somebody on the highway there. So again, if you're backing up and somebody's in your blind spot, not only will it indicate it on the camera, but it'll also beep and let you know. This last camera angle view is a bird's eye view, straight down to the ground. So if you're backing up against the curb, you don't accidentally hit it. The guidelines do change color to give you a projected angle into a parking spot. Honda's warranty, you have a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, and that takes care of all the internal features that you see here. The touchscreen, the motor for the seats, the motor for the sunroof, all the buttons and the bells and whistles. You also have a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain. That's your engine, drivetrain, transmission, all the major driving components of the vehicle. And when you shop at Smail Honda, your first oil change is half off, and you get lifetime inspections with us. I've been working for Smail Honda for almost a year now. Great family-run business. It's just a pleasure to do business with them. All my customers have said that. It's a nice environment to work in. It's great to shop. You know, if you're looking to come in, not get hassled by a salesperson, unfortunately, some dealerships do that. It's just a nice, laid-back, easy environment. You can come in, take a look at the vehicle, really get to learn the vehicle, get as much information as possible to help you make an intelligent decision. And whenever you do come in to take a look at the Odyssey, or any other vehicle for that matter, I'd love for you to ask for me, Justin Thompson. I'll help you out personally. And that's the new 2018 Honda Odyssey EXL model. I hope you enjoyed the ride as much as I did. If you have any questions or would like to take the vehicle for a ride, please come down here and visit us on Route 30 here in Greensburg, PA. Ask for me, Justin Thompson. I'd love to help you out, or visit us online at smailhonda.com. Thanks.